What's up, guys? This is Devin with Homegrown Performance. Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm here with Madi, and he's going to show us one of the most insane basement gyms you guys are ever going to see. What's up, brother? Thanks.
Hey,
I appreciate you having me, man.
Thanks so much, Devin. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So basically, just start. I mean, what made you invest in a basement gym compared to just working out at a commercial gym, or how did you get started?
So basically, I'm a doctor, so I didn't have a ton of free time to be going to the gym every night. You know, I get home 5 to 6 o'clock, go to the gym, fight for a couple hours. So it started small. We moved here in 2016, and I was like, I want to get a few things for the house. So we started adding some small things. We put a platform in, we put a small rack in. It kind of just expanded out from there.
You still train? You train some D1 athletes and some other student athletes. Kind of, how did you get started in that? The same kind of thing, or I mean?
So I coached football in Falto for 4 or 5 years, and I was doing mostly weightlifting stuff.
Yeah.
During COVID, they shut down all the schools and the gym, so really this was about the only gym that kids could come to and work out. So we kind of started from there with one player that wanted to walk on football.
Yep.
He actually became a starter, D1 linebacker, so he had a lot of success. And then other kids just kind of filtered in, and they're mostly elite athletes that are training to go to the next level in their sport, so we started working with them.
Nice, man. All right, man, so just go over, this is the platform. You said this is kind of where the gym started. This is the first thing you invested in, right, was a platform?
Yeah, so basically I just started like looking up YouTube videos, how to build a platform, took a stall mat, cut it in half, built the platform here. So it's kind of evolved out from there. So we do our kettlebell stuff here. We do trap deadlifts here, regular deadlifts. We can do cleans here. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of where things started with the platform over here. We put a lot of our accessories and stuff on this shelf here. So.
Yeah, so I know if you bought like a deadlift platform, it can get kind of pricey, like off road or a powerlifting company. Do you remember, I know it's been a while, but how much do you think you put into this platform?
I think plywood sheets were a little cheaper then, but I mean, we painted it standard ourselves. I think maybe 100, 25, 150 bucks. It wasn't super expensive. We put one nice piece of wood on top, and the rest was just, you know, plywood.
Have a sauna in your basement gym. That's insane. This is the first gym I've ever been to, home gym that's had a sauna in it. So kind of go over this. What made you want to get a sauna, and then?
So just for the health benefits, kind of relaxation of a sauna, I was looking for one, and I was down in our hometown, Falto, at the Duggar swimming pools. They had one on the floor there, and I talked to John. I was like, would you sell me one like this? And he said, you can have that model, but you got to take it out of here, take it apart yourself, and put it back together. I do it probably 3 or 4 times a week. It'll get to about 170.
Is it so what type of sauna?
So it's like a Finnish sauna where, so it's not infrared, it's more of a dry heat sauna, but it's great. It's hot.
Do you actually pour the water on the rocks? That's awesome, dude. Those are, I mean, you can't beat that.
It's more the traditional kind.
All right, man, so obviously any good home gym is gonna have a good solid rack of dumbbells. You said, kind of go over the rack, we were going over that a little bit, and then where did you get your dumbbells? Any specific brand or just something you could find on Facebook?
These were mostly used, actually. Some of the heavier ones, one guy owned, and he had them down in a basement. Everything from 80 to 100. And he sold them to me for really cheap, but the deal was I had to carry them all out. So that was kind of the work of it.
Did you find it on Facebook? Or?
It was actually a friend of mine who was getting rid of some of his workout stuff. As far as the rack goes, it was tough finding a rack because I have a little bit of a hodgepodge here. So my buddy is the head of welding at Lewis & Clark, and he can pretty much make anything with metal. So he actually made me this rack, and I mean, you could probably park a Buick on it. It's that heavy duty, but
that sucker's nice.
It's a great rack that he put together for me. So.
All right, man, so I'm sure you spent a ton of time here at the squat rack. What squat rack did you decide to go with, and what made you choose this one?
So this is the Rogue Monster Light, and I chose this one just because the footprint was smaller than the full rack, and you can still do everything. We've had a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this rack. We're really heavy on squat with our training and stuff, so it's very versatile. You can do everything with it. We do pull-ups with it. We do a lot of band work. We can do bench in here, squat. So yeah, this has been a great rack for us. A couple of sets of J-cups on there.
Oh, this is awesome, man. We've got a few different benches here. What type of benches do you use, and what made you utilize these benches?
So we got kind of 3 different flavors of benches here. So these were previously in Leisure World, the Falto. They're Flex Fitness. We had them redone. So they're very heavy duty. They're great benches.
Was this the red upholstery?
That was the red upholstery with like the big hole right here over time. So we had those redone. But they're very heavy. They have good adjustability. So that's about as low as you go. You can go up to almost vertical. So
those are nice.
Not bad at all.
Not rickety at all. Those are nice.
So when they changed their stuff over, they were just getting rid of all those. So those were free basically. Marcy was kind of the cheap bench that we started with. You know, about Walmart brand.
Standard flat bench.
Standard flat bench, nothing special. It works pretty good. Then we upgraded to Rogue flat benches, which are just, these are great. This is what I would recommend if you're going to buy something. The grip on it's perfect, the height's pretty good. So
as far as barbells, people are super particular. I don't know if you are. What type of barbell do you utilize for your training?
So our squat barbell, the one that we're using most, is a Castro Rogue barbell.
Okay.
You know,
did you buy this new from Rogue?
Yeah, I bought it new. We've had it for quite some time. It's a great barbell. It's just a workhorse. That's our favorite one. We do have some other ones. We have some lighter ones for the kids. From everything down from 5 pounds all the way up to this one 45 pounds. So we have a lot of different barbells for different age groups.
Okay, nice. So you got this giant functional trainer here. Looks like lat pull down. You got single arm lat pull down. Where'd you get this?
So this came, a lot of our stuff came from Show Me Weights.
Okay,
a lot of our stuff there in St. Louis. This is a Flex Fitness, so it was commercial quality.
Yep.
I think it came out of the Kirkwood football weight room.
Okay.
We had it recovered. It's got low row, you got your tricep extension, a couple lat pull down variations on here.
Never seen one of these in a gym, especially a home gym. This is pretty unique piece. Yeah. You said you got this at, this is Ohio State, or they utilize these?
They utilize these. This was exactly one they upgraded to a different brand, but this is what they used to have.
The football program?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they would line several of these up in a row, just have their athletes running them. You can put bands on it for sprint training. You can put a lot of weight on there, more for your lineman type of training, power training. So it's a specialized piece, but really for athletic stuff, you're getting a lot of hip flexor work, you get some posterior chain work. So it's a great piece of equipment to build speed and to build that driving ability that you need for football. Or
in the corner, you have a GHD, it looks like. Is it power lift?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Sweet. Where'd you get that at?
So that also came from Show Me Weights. I think that was originally at SLU, in their gym down there. We had it recovered. We do a lot of posterior chain training here, so we do GHD, we'll do back extensions on it, some weighted stuff on there. Kids really like this one a lot. A lot of commercial gyms don't have these,
for sure.
So it's nice to get.
More like CrossFit style gyms have a lot of good GHD.
Correct. Yep.
You got the Bells of Steel bell squat.
Yeah, this is not a bad bell squat. I like to mix it up in different squat variations. So constantly doing barbell squat was really tough on my back.
For sure.
So this was nice because it takes the weight off your back, really puts it, you can focus more on form and things like that.
Do you have your athletes use this a lot?
Yeah, I do. Actually, this is a great training tool to build up to barbell squat.
For sure.
Because they can really feel comfortable without thinking too much about the weight on their back and get used to just doing a deep, nice squat and then eventually transition over to that. So it's been great for us.
No, dude, I love this. I mean, you can really isolate your legs and you can focus on your form and everything firing good. And so I couldn't help but notice the Iron Shed 2.0. Obviously, you and me went to the same high school. The Iron Shed was the weight room for football and baseball and all the other sports. So just kind of go over the name, where you got it.
So when we were all training for these alumni games we played, it was me and my friends, and we were down here working out all the time, and it really reminded us of when we, we're under Coach Reinhardt, we were working out. And one of my buddies said, "Man, this is like the Iron Shed 2.0." And I was like, "That's it." Like it flashed, it stuck. And I mean, we've kind of went with that from now on. A lot of the kids we train are from Bethalto, but we have other kids too. But that's what people call it. It's not a shed, but that's cool. That's what we went with.
Have you trained quite a few high school and collegiate athletes? Just your style of training, what made you start training this way, and just
just from my medical background, I really wanted to focus on the things that set athletes apart. So if you can move your body in a specific way faster than everybody else, or more coordinated, how can I incorporate that with increasing your strength through more traditional weightlifting stuff? So we kind of mix it up. So we'll have kids, catching a tennis ball, whether on a workout ball. So they're using a lot of core, they're using their coordination, they're using their visual system. And for our strength, we go with the super squat program. So it's kind of a progressive overload. It's where you're doing 20 reps, and every time you do the workout, so it's every other day, 18 workouts, you increase by 5 pounds. So if you start doing the squats at 225, every other day you'll have 230, 235, 240. So in 6 weeks, you'll be doing 315 for a set of 20.
That's so crazy. Any good home gym, garage gym is gonna have some type of whiteboard. I've never seen one like this. Kind of go over that. Where did you get it, and then what type of whiteboard? What is this?
So this one's more like a glass whiteboard, but we got it in black just so everything pops out a little bit more. We have the workouts individualized, and then I keep the number of days that each guy works out. So kind of have a running total over here, like where our leaders are and like what they've done. So different kids, you know, if they complete 50 workouts, we give them a 50 workout. If they do super squats, we give them a medal for that. Okay. So it's kind of just how we keep track of our progress over time and everything. But
most gyms don't have a full wrestling mat back here. Kind of go over that. What makes you get a wrestling mat? What type of training do you do on this?
So over here we do a lot of our reaction and abs training over here. My son wrestles, so he's constantly using the mat drilling. My daughter's in jiu-jitsu, and so is my son. So
awesome.
They use the mat quite a bit, but our athletes do too. They do a lot of their poster ball training on here and different balance stuff.
All right, brother, thank you very much for letting me come to your gym, dude. This is awesome. This space is incredible. Your training style, I really respect it, and just all this equipment that you've gotten over time. It's just awesome, dude. I love the whole vibe of it, and just people that have the home gym and garage gym things in common. So this is awesome, dude. I appreciate you letting me come out.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, brother. All right, guys, that's going to do it for another episode. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this content, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.